come on, are you going to take it? Or are we going to sit here all day?
Hi.
Oh, come on, make up your mind. What are you doing?
Yeah, okay, bye.
Sorry, you weren't waiting for that space, were you?
That's all right, I'll look round the corner.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S.
All right, Bea, that's enough. Come and sit down.
Mrs. Moody?
Yes?
So Dr. Paz will see you now, and she's sorry about the wait.
Thank you.
The little one's going in with you too.
You two going in with your mummy? Yes, that's right, we're here. Come on, you two.
Oh, yeah.
Right, what can I do for you?
Well, it's about Alice. I've brought her in so you can have a look at her birthmark.
Yeah. Hello, Alice. It's a strawberry nevus.
Well, I wanted to ask what could be done about it.
Well, it's nothing to worry about, really. If a mark like that had just appeared, then yes, I'd take a closer look. But a nevus like that is totally harmless.
Well, yes, I know it's harmless.
Well, there's really nothing to worry about. It's quite common, actually.
Jo, when you've got a minute, can you file those for me?
Yeah, sure, leave them there. I'll do them in a minute. You all right?
Yeah, fine, just a bit rushed as usual.
Be nice having twins, wouldn't it? Twice as nice.
Double trouble, more like.
Don't you reckon?
You wait. One at a time's bad enough.
Yeah, well, I've got to find a husband first, anyway.
Anyway, must get on.
Oh, that reminds me. There was something I had to say to you. Now, what was it?
I have no idea.
Something to do with your husband? A little secret?
What?
Oh, come on. I think you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Didn't want him to find out?
What's this? Who? Find out what?
That's enough, Jo.
Still no idea. Oh, I give up. The theatre tickets you asked me to order is a surprise for him. I'll be here tomorrow.
Yes, sorry. Sorry, Jo. Memory like a sieve. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Short-term amnesia. My diagnosis. Too much of the old.
Hey, look, what do you think of this?
Oh, very nice.
The point is, I was hoping you could refer her to hospital to get it removed.
Well, it's really not that simple. She'd have to have laser treatment.
Oh, yes, I know. I have looked into it.
Then you'll know it's quite a significant surgical procedure.
Oh, it's pretty common, though, isn't it?
Look, as I've said before, there's no need to put your daughter through this. These marks really fade with age. And it's quite an innocuous one anyway. I'd definitely advise waiting. There's no benefit getting it done now.
Mummy.
Sorry, I wonder, could I pop them outside for a minute while we talk? I feel a bit uncomfortable talking in front of them.
Right. Jo, have you got a minute? OK, girls.
Mummy won't be long. She's just got to talk to the doctor for a minute. Sorry about this.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
Hello, you two.
Guess what? I have got some lovely toys for you to play with. How'd you like the sound of that?
Sorry about that. Only I wanted to explain a bit more. And I don't like talking in front of them as if they're not there. You never know how much they pick up.
No problem.
There's actually a couple of good reasons why I really would like Alice to have this operation.
OK, fire away.
All right, well, first, she's already a bit less confident than Bea. I've really started to notice it, and I get the feeling it's going to get worse as Bea gets more and more confident.
Look, kids at that age just aren't self-conscious. They don't know how to be. That's why they run around the beach naked. They've got no concept of what they look like.
Well, then why does she hang back all the time? And why does Bea like showing off the whole time?
Some kids are like that.
No, I've noticed it since Bea started the modelling.
The what?
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Bea's been working, doing photographic modelling for the last year now. She's really gained in self-confidence from it. And she's starting to rule the roost over Alice. It's so unfair. One so perfect and the other one with a marked face.
What sort of modelling?
Oh, clothes, catalogues. She's auditioned for a couple of commercials, but nothing so far. Anyway, the point is, when Alice has the operation, then they can both work together. And twins, well, that's where the money is. It's great for TV, because you can get round the regulations on how many hours they can work. They can take it in turns, can't they? Go on, go and play with your sister.
Oh, she really is an angel, that one. I might just have to take her home later.
Come on then, let's have a look at some of these suits then. You've got to be joking, right?
Anyway, it's not what you wear that counts. Flash clothes don't make you a better person.
No, but they make you look a better person.
Don't know about that. You should see half the rubbish in the fashion magazines. If you wore some of this stuff that comes off the catwalk, you'd be laughed out of the pub.
So that's your point? You think by getting Alice into modelling too, it'll make her more self-confident?
Yes, because when you're modelling, all eyes are on you. You're the centre of attention. It's a fantastic feeling.
You're a model, then?
Oh, used to be. The twins took care of that. Well, that's why it's so important to get Alice sorted out.
Putting your child into cosmetic surgery to make money from her. Look, I'm afraid I really can't condone that.
Oh, but it's terribly common, though, isn't it? I mean, not just in modelling. All kinds of people are going in for nips and tucks all over the place. I was even thinking of collagen lip implants for the twins. They'd look gorgeous, all bee-stung, like little Cupid's bows. I don't see as it's any different to false teeth myself. After all, it's your body to do what you like with, surely.
I think that's my point. Your daughter's body isn't yours, it's hers. And she trusts you to take care of it. Now, when she's old enough to make up her own mind, that's different. But in the meantime, there is no way I'm referring Alice for an operation. I'm sorry.
Come on, you two, it's time to go. Come on.
Mummy, I got Dolly.
Just put it down, will you? We're going. Come on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, bless them.
I need a cup of tea after that.
Oh, they were cute, though, weren't they? The little twins, perfect little angels. Especially the one with the...
Not so perfect, according to a mother. Some people are obsessed by looks. Talk about vanity.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, weren't we, Rana?
Yeah, but you've got to admit it. There's more to life than the way you look. It's just so shallow.
Absolutely. I mean, we were just saying that, weren't we, Jo?
Oh, you...
OK, you two, go and have a play in your room if you like, and Mummy will get you some lunch. Go on. I need to sit down.
You have one message. Message one.
Hello, Mrs. Moody. It's Emperor Finance here again. If you are there, please pick up the phone. All right. I'd be grateful if you would please call us back on 0115 966 1533. We're still waiting on last month's payment of £181.36, including the previous outstanding balance. I'm afraid we do need payment now. Please do call us as soon as you get this message. This is now urgent.
Tuesday, 10:35 a.m. End of messages.
Mummy.
Oh, please, Alice, just stay in your room for 5 minutes, please.
Hello, Riverside. Oh, hello, Mrs. Moody, yeah? A second opinion. Do you think? Oh, dear. Oh, I'm not sure. Let me just have a look. You are in luck. Dr. Thompson's got a free slot at the end of the day. That's 5:30. OK. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
Mrs. Moody wants to come back in again, does she?
Yeah, I think she was after a second opinion.
And you've booked her in with Helen? Great.
Oh, is that all right? She had a slot?
It's fine, Joe. Absolutely fine. I don't believe it.
What's happened?
Nothing. So, how was your day?
Oh, great. Highlight of my morning was draining a septic blood blister without spilling a drop. But listen, what's the matter? And what was with the lecture on vanity earlier on?
Just ignore me.
Not thinking of burning your wardrobe and dressing like a nun, then?
No.
Pity. Just one of those days, then, eh?
Yeah, and I have a feeling it's about to get much worse.
Could I have a word?
I was just going...
I've just found out my first vacant slot in weeks has been filled by a second opinion.
Oh, what a nuisance.
One of your patients, as it happens, Mrs. Moody.
Really? I can't believe she wants to come back in.
I doubt if it's a question of her wanting to. According to Joe, Mrs. Moody felt you gave a rather short shrift this morning.
Is that what she said? Well, I wasn't that impressed, no. It's true.
It's not funny, Caroline. We're snowed under as it is without having to see patients twice.
Hold on a minute. It's a bit early for making assumptions, isn't it? Whatever the patient told Joe, you know nothing about this case.
No, and I don't think I want to either at the moment. She wants a second opinion. I think it's better if I make up my own mind, don't you?
Wait a minute.
I'd like to stop and chat over a nice cup of tea, but I'm afraid I don't have the time.
Oh, Alice, look what you've done now. Why can't you be more careful? Oh, it's your only coat, isn't it? Right, come on, let's take it off. Oh, see if we can wash it. Oh. Don't pick it up.
Hello.
Yes, hello. I've been meaning to phone you back. I haven't had a moment. Yes, I realise. No, it's in the post. It is.
Another satisfied customer?
Rana, is it me?
Well, either that or there's a doppelganger in my room.
Is it me, or has the whole world gone mad? Did you hear Helen in there?
Oh, no, I got out as soon as she started to get the claws out. Unusually for a doctor, I can't stand the sight of blood.
She's virtually accused me of scaring my patients away. I mean, am I scary? Am I?
Oh, you're scaring me now.
She has just prejudged that whole situation and she knows nothing about this patient.
Caroline, this isn't about a patient. It's a woman thing.
Pardon?
Women. You're like cats fighting for territory all the time.
Oh, is that right?
Me, Mac and Steve were like the male lions of a pride, you know? Easygoing with each other. OK, you better tell me all about it.
Oh, Helen, have you had a chance to sort out your expenses yet? I really wouldn't mind getting started on them.
Not yet, sorry. It's just getting half an hour to sit down and sort them out.
Easier said than done.
Well, I was hoping to use my free slot this afternoon, but I've just found out it's been filled with a second opinion. But don't worry, I'll stay late if I have to.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, I know you'll get them done when you can. You're not one of the ones I need to nag. Did you say a second opinion? That's bad luck.
One of Caroline's patients, surprise, surprise.
Oh, I see. What happened?
Well, it seems to me like Caroline bit her head off over something, and that's why she wants to see someone else.
Well, she can't do that.
We're supposed to be the caring profession.
No, it's a waste of your time. That's the point.
Well, no disrespect to Mac and Steve, but this is exactly why I wasn't sure about her becoming a partner.
Between ourselves, I more or less said the same thing to Mac.
And what did he say?
Well, he gave me one of his puzzled smiles. I mean, he might as well be on a different planet as far as things like this are concerned. He just buries his head in the sand.
Not like a man to do that. Anyway, the point is, being a partner is about taking an equal share of the load, not adding to it.
What if you could change the family's life by referring the little girl for an operation?
I can't believe you've just said that. You're always on about alternatives to surgery.
True.
Well, this is cosmetic surgery. It's nothing to do with health and totally unnecessary.
Yeah, but these days people do put a lot of emphasis on the way they look.
Speak for yourself.
Especially when it's twins. Imagine it. Why should one little girl get left behind just because she's got a blemish? Well, maybe you've got the power to do something about it.
But it's not a question of her being left behind, is it? It's just she'll be different to her sister.
Yeah, I know. But it's a tricky one, though, isn't it? Because they are twins, so they're bound to be compared to each other for the rest of their lives. Where do you draw the line? Do you willingly choose not to give her a better life?
Or a worse one. Her mum used to be a model. Great. While it lasts. I mean, look at her now. She's trying to make money out of her kids. It's rather sad, isn't it? Ex-model.
It's no sadder than an ex-footballer or a boxer. I mean, what are you saying? No one should do anything because they won't be doing it anymore one day?
Oh, I don't know. It's mad, isn't it? Here we are playing God, and what gives us the right, eh?
Amen.
Do you want me to have a word with Caroline? As a neutral party? I really don't mind if you think it would help.
I don't know. I think it might be better coming from Mac.
Can you imagine if he does have a word? He'll go in like a bull in a china shop. You know what he's like. Diplomacy isn't exactly his middle name.
Well, maybe we should leave it for now. Mrs. Moody will be here soon anyway. I wonder how Caroline will take it.
Take what?
When I reach a different diagnosis.
Hello, Mrs. Moody.
Miss Moody.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, girls. Have you come to play with the toys again, have you? Yeah, go on then.
Sorry, Dr. Thompson's actually ready for you now. It's first door on the right. Did you want me to look after them again?
Well, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, it's a pleasure. They're a good advert for having kids, those two. Look at them. Oh, you're ever so lucky.
Come in.
Hello. Thanks for seeing me at short notice.
That's what we're here for. It's Mrs. Moody, isn't it? I understand you need a second opinion.
Yes, I'm sorry about this. I just felt that this morning, well, I'm not sure that the doctor quite... Well, it's probably my fault, but I just didn't feel that...
Don't worry. I'm quite happy to take a look. And sometimes it's beneficial to have a second view. So what can I do for you?
Well, I don't know how much your colleague has told you about the situation.
Let's just start at the beginning.
Oh, watch out, Dolly. There's a big, hungry pig.
Caroline, I've just been talking to Helen about this second opinion.
Really, were you? I'd have thought it was more a medical matter than anything else.
Not if it creates a waste of resources.
Oh. Excuse me, but it's not exactly my fault if a patient can't accept what they've been told, then have to come back and hear it from someone else as well. And anyway, what do you mean resources? We're talking about people here, you know.
All I want is for them both to be equally happy. And when I see Bea getting all excited when she knows she's going to do some modelling, it breaks my heart. Of course, I have to take Alice along too. Poor little thing just has to sit there and watch while her sister gets all the glory.
Surely she's too young to understand the significance of that.
Well, that's just it, she isn't. Because everyone fusses around Bea, the director, the makeup, lighting, wardrobe, she can get away with anything. Poor Alice just has to sit there and keep quiet.
Oh, dear.
And it's going to get worse as they get older. Imagine her watching Bea when she's 12 or 13. And of course, Bea will be making money. What am I supposed to do? Make her give some to Alice? It would just make things worse. Everyone on the shoots we've been on says the twins would be great together, especially for commercials. Then the skies would be the limit for both of them.
I'm sure that's true, but it doesn't change the fact that it's quite a big operation for a little girl and medically unnecessary.
I know, but it would be so worth it. It's so frustrating because people in the business can't understand why she hasn't had it done already. Like it's something I should have sorted out for her by now. When I came in this morning and Dr. Powers said no without a second thought, I couldn't believe it.
I'm sure she had her reasons.
I can't see what the problem is. There are hundreds of kids acting, modelling all the time. I started very young myself. I loved every minute of it. Best years of my life. Well, since I've had to give up, I've got divorced and I'm on housing benefit. I just want to give my kids great days like I had.
What's happened now?
I've actually just had Kate come up and start having a go about that second opinion.
Careful, we don't want a storm in a teacup.
It is not a storm in a teacup. Fancy Helen talking behind my back. It's obvious she thinks it's my fault that woman's had to come back in.
All right, calm down. I hate second opinions too. They always put you on the line. You just got to hope it's the same diagnosis second time around.
Oh, don't say that.
What? We discussed this. You made the right decision, right?
Yes.
So, what's the problem then?
Well, there isn't one. It's just, if it was a straightforward clinical diagnosis, then it would be all right, but it's not. It's a bit more complicated.
Do you think you did the right thing?
Yes, of course.
End of story.
I don't know much about the world of modelling.
No.
But I would have thought with a mark like Alice's, you could cover it with makeup. I mean, they can do some amazing things, can't they?
They can, but they don't need to. There are books full of models that are perfect. When you go into a meeting with an agency, they're just looking for reasons to tell you to go away. Imagine what they'd say to you if you walked in with an ugly great birthmark on your face.
There's Alice. Can you see a birthmark?
Yeah, it's not much really, is it? Actually, we had a kid at school who had a mark on his face. It was a bit like a mask. Once you got to know him, you hardly even noticed it.
Well, that's it. Once you get used to it.
Oi, not getting too broody, are you?
No, I'm just looking after him, that's all.
Oh, quite sweet, really.
I thought you were supposed to be the ultimate bachelor boy.
That's right, I am. OK, forget I said that.
Probably my heyday was 91, 92. I had a top agent, the work never stopped. The thing I remember most, though, is just being tired all the time. I was young then and could live on coffee and fags for days at a time.
Hardly a balanced diet.
I know. But I wish I had the money now I was making then. God, I look back, I can't believe it.
So, no savings then?
No, just spent the lot as it came. You do, don't you? Rotten git of a husband spent the last few quid before he upped and left. That's one thing. You do meet some horrible men as a model.
I'll bet.
Look, I can't afford to have this operation done privately. So if you could just recommend Alice for it, then I think we could get things going again. Please?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid nothing you've said really warrants changing the opinion given by Dr. Powers this morning.
What? Oh, I get it. You all stick together. Can't have someone thinking for themselves. Can't admit another doctor might actually have got it wrong.
It's not like that.
No? Well, what is it like then? Go on, you tell me exactly why not.
All right, then I will. It's very common for parents to try and live through their children. Piano lessons, football, whatever. I suppose there's nothing too wrong in that, as long as it's just Saturdays out training. But when it involves surgery, that's rather different.
What do you mean?
Do you really want your daughters to go through what you've been through? Living on coffee and cigarettes? Surrounded by horrible men? On the scrap heap before 30? Mrs. Moody, you've got 2 beautiful daughters out there. That's if our receptionist hasn't kidnapped them already. Let Alice make up her own mind when she's old enough.
And the money they could earn?
I know this seems harsh, but surely it's up to you to provide for your daughters, not the other way around.
But I've only ever worked as a model.
Well then, this is a good time to learn to do something else. Re-educate. People do it all the time. I assume the girls are at play school now, so you've got time on your hands. I'm sorry.
Come on, you two, put that down. We're going home.
Bye-bye, girls. Bye. See you soon.
Not disturbing you, am I?
I assume you've come to talk about the second opinion, the twins.
Yeah. Poor woman. Trying to bring those kids up on a shoestring.
You're not telling me you've referred that youngster for an operation?
No, of course not. I just thought it was sad, that's all. What about trying to live your life through your kids?
No, I agree.
So I just thought I'd let you know.
Well, I'm glad you did, because I got the distinct impression earlier that you were blaming me for some reason.
I know. I was just a bit anxious about the doubling up of effort, that's all. As a partner, you should understand that.
As a partner, I'll carry on trying to give correct diagnosis and proper treatment to my patients.
I know. I wasn't trying to undermine you, Caroline.
Is that why you spoke to Kate? As a partner in this practice, as you keep reminding me, don't you think it's time that we started to trust one another? Began to work together?
I think the ironic thing is that we're really quite alike, you and I.
How do you work that one out?
Stubborn. Both think we know best.
How can you be a doctor, playing with people's lives, if you don't believe you get it right every time?
I've got some paperwork.
Helen, I'm glad you gave the same answer.
Was there any other?